Hey, Anish Giri, stop drawing, dude. Certified noob.
Hello guys, welcome to episode 1 of 8 in our series of Learn from the Candidates 2026, where in this series we'll discuss about the best games played by all the candidates one by one. Today we look at an incredible game played by Anish Giri, the Dutch Super GM, against former world champion Ding Liren during a 4-game friendly classical match called the Xinqiao Cup 2017 in Wenzhou. So let's see how the brilliant idea unfolds. So Ding Liren with white pieces start the match with 1 e4. Now Ding Liren doesn't play e4 too often, but in this game he played e4 to surprise Anish. So Anish Giri knew it. So Giri replied with simple e5. So knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, castle, knight f6. Is this position known as the Italian position, also known as Giuco piano. White plays d3, castle, h3, and Giri played a simple move d6, signaling a more positional game. So c3, a6, as there was a potential b4 in the air, so he played a4. Try to play b4, but Giri retrieves the bishop with bishop a7. Rook e1, a6, stopping the idea, very important idea of bishop g5, pinning the queen, because pin is always the most annoying thing, right? So knight bd2, bishop e6 to exchange the light square bishop. So bishop takes e6, f takes e6, knight f1. This is, is a very common idea in Italian position. So here knight to h5, bishop e3, as this dark square bishop is too powerful in this long diagonal, so he played a5. So bishop takes a7, rook takes a7, now d4 played by Ding, then queen f6, rook e3, knight f4. Now the knight landed in a very important square, controlling some key squares in front of the king. So h4, which is in my point of view is not too accurate. Is I think it will be a slight inaccuracy because king h2 looks more potentially good because it is protecting the pieces correctly. So now Giri played queen to g6, setting up a deadly mate in one thread. G3, obvious move. Now Giri played a very simple but effective move, rook a8, to play rook f7 and rook f8. Remember guys, the pawn is pinned, so this is the very good move here. So d takes e5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d takes e5, lot of exchanges here, and he played f3. Now rook a d8, you can see this f3 g3 pawns look so weak here. So queen c2, knight h5, black has lot of initiatives here, There's lot of initiatives in this position. He played king h2, protecting the pawn, rook f6, trying to set up a battery on f file, then rook d1, rook df8, trying to attack the f3 weakness. So rook d3, queen f7, queen d1. Now you can see white's position is totally busted. This is totally busted for white because white is trying to defend all the weakness before his king by his pieces, which is usually not a great thing to do, right? Then rook g6, queen e1. Guys, remember there is a move here that is g4, which is not possible totally because there is a very slight, very cute move that is queen to e7. Because if you capture this, then queen takes h4 is the mate, right? Queen to e1. The Anish played queen to e7, but in this position, Ding Liren played a huge mistake. This king to h3 is a huge mistake, chat. There's a reason behind it. Guys, please, viewers, please pause the video and try to find the crazy move that is totally winning for Anish. Yes, you're correct, chat. Rook takes g3, sack the rook. Then knight takes g3. Here comes knight f4 check, forking king and the rook. Then king h2. Now comes queen takes h4 check. King g1. Now another classy move, rook f6. Idea to play rook g6 to attack as hell. The rook d8 check, king h7, rook d2, rook g6. Then rook g2. Now Giri can capture the rook here, but why will get the rook while you can get the king? So in this position, Anish played h5. Now rook h2 attacking the queen and put pressure on this file, but rook takes g3. Ding gave up some material to stop the attacking, but attack still not over. King h1, queen g5, queen f1, h4, rook e1, h3, rook d1, queen h5, rook d7. Now queen takes f3. In this position, rook takes f3 looks more natural for me, as you don't want to exchange the queen while your opponent king is so weak. But queen takes f3. Anish played a good move, still works. I think it will work still in spectacular manner, Then queen takes f3, rook takes f3, rook h d2. This always bring all your pieces into the game. So guys, only piece that is not into the game is the black king. So king h6, rook d8, but he can play rook takes c7, but still this king h5, king h4, king g3 idea was coming. So he played rook to d8. He played king h5, then rook h8 check, king g4, rook d1, knight e2, rook g8, knight g3 check, king g1, knight e2 check. And here, in this position, Ding Liren resigned as there is nothing to be done here. Because after king h1, g5, stopping any kind of counterplay. Now, let's say b4, white will play rook takes c3 as if rook e1, knight g3, and this is mating 4 because king g1, rook c2, b5, h2 checkmate. So what a brilliant attacking chess from Anish Giri. But after this match, Ding Liren was in 113 game unbeaten streak, which shows the quality of Ding Liren as well. This was episode of 1 out of 8 of our best game series, and episode 2 will be coming soon on Nitchesszian YouTube channel. You can tell in the comment section which player should we cover the next in this series. If you enjoyed this game, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all. Bye.